I think maybe, I'm going to start my career in ASMR then. I think I'm doing it the wrong way.
Just turn up.
You're essentially doing what Reliant K did.
It's more, I think it's more about the compression. You just crank the compression so you can hear every nuance inside of my mouth. Yeah, like that.
Have you seen some of that shit? Like they'll sit there and like scratch the microphone.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
Who? It's a fucking thing. Like it's called ASMR.
What?
It's this thing on YouTube. People like turn their
called,
fucking...
do you know what that stands for? I don't either. What does ASMR stand? Do you know what it stands for?
I don't know.
Brandon barely knows what it is.
I'm trying to just follow along.
I'll be Jamie. Hold on a second.
All right, while you're doing that, audio's recording first. 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Hello.
We already started it, so the intro is going to come in late on that. But I want that first.
So we're not doing the intro right now.
Well, kind of. That's more for time aligning the audio when I come back to do this shit. But I wanted the part about ASMR in there because I don't know what it is. Like I know what it is, but I don't know what it stands for.
I couldn't tell you either.
Lane's playing Jamie. He's going to find out what it is and maybe show us some pictures of what he lands on. Because from what I know about ASMR, it's mainly meant for like.
Jamie?
Can't even come to the brain now.
It's meant for like I don't want to get too adult here, but it's like an adult thing, isn't it? Like it's for like porn sites and stuff.
Yeah, it can be a fetish.
You can elaborate.
I don't know if I want to, but
here we go. An acronym for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response.
What the
fuck
is
that? What's a meridian?
No, I've heard of that. I've heard that NASA's doing something with that. Right?
Oh my God.
NASA's sending out some sort of...
The sole purpose of ASMR is to relax people. The ASMR community is constantly growing on YouTube. Ideally, ASMR videos are meant to give the viewer a relaxing tingle at the back of their head and or spine. ASMR videos usually involve one or more of the following things. What? Gentle whispering, relaxing hand movements, smacking of the lips, nail tapping, scratching on hard surfaces such as tables, brushing sounds, etc.
That's what I said.
Smacking of the lips.
Just a 30-minute video of us surfaces.
Scratching on a chalkboard, dude. I will fight you.
There was one in there that you said like relaxing hand gestures?
Yeah.
You just watch somebody move their hands?
What's the opposite of gang signs, bro?
Is it like you're just watching somebody do the Napoleon?
It's comforting for some people, you know?
Some say love, it is a river. That one's got me. I don't understand that. How do you watch somebody? Because I thought ASMR was all about, like, it's sensory kind of, right?
Yeah,
so you would think it would be like a hearing only. What the hell is going on
YouTube? Is it a sex thing, though?
It can be. It absolutely can be.
All right, I don't want to get too far into it, but I've been on some websites before that have some ASMR videos, and I don't click on them, but I know it's.
Well, I mean, we all click on at least one of them.
Yeah,
you gotta find out what it is.
Just out of sheer curiosity,
you gotta find out what it is.
But what's even the thumbnail for that though? Like just a chick with her hands,
just a mouth.
It's usually it's or just like a really close shot of their face behind a microphone, and then that's kind of what gives you the idea that it's going to be some weird sensory thing.
I think it should be a thumbnail.
It's a thumbnail of a thumbnail.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's like whispering. That's what gets me is like, and it's kind of creepy. Like, like they'll sit and talk to you like, "Hello."
Yeah,
and it's like I don't know. I don't want that.
No,
That's not that at all.
Do they just whisper any nonsense, or is?
Well, no, they'll introduce the video and like themselves, and then they'll start scratching the fucking thing on the microphone or like eating chips.
And like it's like a stereo microphone, so when they're on one side of it, it goes to this side, and then when they're on the other side, it goes to the other side.
Okay.
Yeah, so I guess it's like meant to listen to in
headphones. So it pans through the headphones.
Yeah, it's like a surround sound kind of thing.
Okay.
I just don't understand. Like they'll do weird shit, man. Like
I've never understood it.
Fucking run their fingers through their hair and shit, and you can hear all of it. Like I don't know, dude. It's fucking weird. It's fucking. I don't know. I guess it's just not my cup of tea.
But it's a thing. It's millions of people.
It's on YouTube. See, I've never seen one on YouTube.
Yeah, that's the problem when you have billions of people. There's millions of fetishes.
Like, you can just kind of like
everyone's weird life.
Well,
let's
try
in
this.
The open.
Let's try this and see if this one works. And then if it catches on, it catches on. Like that was kind of the thing with what the fuck is that guy's name?
PewDiePie?
Purple pie? Pupil pie?
PewDiePie.
Is it pupil pie?
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
It's Pewdie.
It's Cutie Pie.
No, Pew with a P. Pewdie.
Pew, like pew pew.
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
PewDiePie.
What does that guy do?
He just commentates on fucking.
He did video
right?
games. He did like he would play video games and like do kind of like commentary, but like walk through them and play through them and make jokes and shit. And there's a lot of other ones that
was he playing or was he watching other people?
Oh no,
play?
he was playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so he would just so did he pioneer the self commentary kind of thing?
Yeah,
okay.
Because it wasn't too long after he started doing it that like Markiplier started doing it and like Jacksepticeye. But now
I have no idea.
There's a whole section of YouTube that's just gaming now. That's just basically just that.
Well, now they have a bunch of stuff of people watch video games
and comment on that. That's what I was asking.
Them watching video games.
Yeah, I didn't know if that's what that guy was doing. And what a weird thing also. I don't know.
Interesting craze to jump onto.
I can't say I've never done it. I've watched somebody watch a video game before, but most of the time I just watch the actual gameplay. There's a channel that I've been watching a lot on YouTube. It's called Games Done Quick. Mm-hmm. And it's this
dudes.
Yeah, it's dude.
Blast through shit.
Isn't it crazy? Brandon's watched a few of them now that we work together. He comes up and I'll be watching one of them. Dude, it's nuts. I'm watching one right now. I'm watching this guy run through the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, like all 3 games, as fast as he can. Like you do every level as fast as he can.
All right.
And it's wild watching them like. They figured out so much about these games and how to do them, like get around things and like not have to fight.
Glitches,
most of it's avoiding enemies basically, but they figured out ways to get around these enemies without getting hit and move fast at the same time.
I've seen those on the original Mario's before.
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, there's definitely one for the. There's a huge community. Turns out for speedrunning Super Mario World, the one on
Isn't
Super
that like
Nintendo.
a big gathering?
It's like this online community. Yeah, you can go to. I think what's the website called? It's like speedrun.com or something like that. Yo, you guys can sponsor me. I can speedrun Portal. Like I'm pretty good at that one. I can't bunny hop, but I can play that game pretty fucking quick. I've played through it enough. What's another one that I could play through really, really well? There's got to be at least a couple others that I could just fucking smoke through. I'm pretty good at Sonic.
I was about to say Sonic.
I can play Sonic pretty well.
Yeah.
I was always really good at that.
Well, those old ones we grew up with, we just almost, it's like muscle memory after a little while.
Yeah, well, shit, dude. I played those games, like you said, nonstop every day for hours at a time. Dude, you could probably start speedrunning fucking
Tony Hawk 2?
Pro Skater 2.
Oh, yeah.
Damn, bro. I got that
Did
shit.
you see they're coming out with another one?
Dude, I saw
That's like
Joe
be
Perea. Shout out, Joe. What up,
actually
dude?
good.
He posted something about them. Who was it? Neversoft or so? ESEA maybe?
Yeah.
ESEA, not ESEA. EA Games. Maybe doing a remake on those. Just the first 2, right? First one and second one.
I'd heard it was going to be a brand new thing.
Oh, like a whole new
Like
series.
starting from
Well,
ground,
yeah, a
ground
whole new
zero.
Pro Skater series. Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I thought I had read that they were going to remake the old ones, and either way, because 1 and 2 are like, I don't know. I think
quintessential gaming. Like,
I think Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and Pro Skater 2 were like some of the greatest games ever made. Were they both made on?
The first one was the PS1. The second one came out with the PS2.
The first one was N64. That's right, N64, PS1. That era, and then the second one came out on the PS2.
Like when
but it
the
was
PS2
also on
came
PlayStation
out,
1
right?
because I had it on PlayStation 1 as well.
Did they? So they released it on different platforms?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like different bit rates.
Maybe that was the big part of the game was it's applicable to all of these different consoles.
Yeah,
or
maybe
at
that's
least
why.
2 of the different
Yeah,
ones.
because like you can still get the second one, but you don't have to upgrade your console yet. You know?
Yeah.
You can upgrade your console, but you don't have to.
Right.
Plus, that game just brought like crazy music to the masses.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
dude. I still feel like
All of that music.
some of those are the greatest soundtracks that were ever
That's
put
not
on
those
video games.
soundtracks. Well, so most of those like sporty rollerblade, BMX, skateboard video games back then. The X Games were huge.
Dave Mira, I remember
you
Dave
know.
Mira's BMX.
Mira
Oh,
was
dude, I
fun,
love that
dude.
game.
It was
Oh my
so
God.
good, and that was one of the ones that had like an amazing soundtrack.
Oh, yeah, it was the
on
first
it.
time I ever heard Deftones.
Yeah, really? On Dave Mira.
On Dave Mira.
Boom,
Yep.
there you go. That's how you hear him. Dude.
One of them was the first time that I ever heard Real Big Fish at your house when we were playing games as a kid.
Was that on Aggressive Inline?
You know what? I think it was. Aggressive
Yeah, dude.
Inline,
I remember
dude.
that was Sellout.
Sellout. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck that game. That game was super cool.
Yeah, that
Did you
was
guys
a good
ever
yeah,
play that one?
I remember
Aggressive
that
Inline.
one,
You know that one, Brandon?
Vaguely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a rollerblading game, and
Yeah. No, I didn't play it. Rollerblading game.
Brandon advised he was not. He was.
I wasn't about the fruit booting either, but
No.
you know,
Yeah.
I played it because it was a game.
Did you guys ever skateboard? Like,
bit,
did you
yeah.
actually skateboard?
When I was younger, me and my cousin would skateboard. But
Yeah. Were you
I-
any good at it? I sucked at skateboarding.
I
Like,
could
I
stay
could-
on the
I
board
could
and
ride
I
it,
could do
I
an
could
ollie,
balance.
but that was it.
I could never ollie. I never could learn.
I could ollie if I was standing still. I could
Yeah.
ollie in one like stationary ollie, and I could kickflip, but that was it.
Standing still.
Yeah, standing still. I could not ollie and move. I didn't get it. I didn't understand the concept. And every time I tried, I freaked out and fucked up and fell off the board and hurt myself, dude. And I was like, fuck this. I was already good at rollerblading, but I wanted to learn how to skateboard also. So every time I fucked up on the skateboard, I was like, dude, fuck this, and put on my rollerblades. And I was like, I'm better at this. I can actually move and jump in these. So
unless you're in California, nobody gives a shit about rollerblading. Like that is a very, very subsection of
unless you
culture.
were around in like, when did the movie Airborne come out?
Man, like 1997, I'm gonna say.
Was it that late? I feel like it was earlier than
look
that.
Look it up, man, because I'm gonna venture out 1990 fucking 8.
Between
maybe.
that and Brink, dude.
It was the first Brink. It was before like.
Oh shit! No, I'm not gonna pull up the internet on here. Apparently, we don't do that on the laptop while we're trying to shoot video.
What was the name?
Airborne.
So
I think it's all one
Disney
word.
movie back in the day, wasn't it?
Super old
Seth
Disney
Green,
movie.
I think, right?
Was Seth Green in it?
I think it was.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right, dude.
Seth Green, really?
Yeah, dude.
And he was like, wasn't he like the cool kid?
No, I think he was like the idiot of the whole thing.
1993.
See, 93. I thought it was earlier.
Damn. Okay.
It's an old one.
It's $3 on YouTube. You can watch it on YouTube for $3.
Might have to pull that up, dude.
Might have to do that.
Yeah, and with
Man.
that YouTube Premium, I think you can download that shit too, can't you?
Yeah.
You can just buy it and download it.
When that was before
It's
they
not a
even
bad deal.
had like the aggressive skates were coming out, you know.
Yeah.
That was before all of
That was before all that.
you know?
That movie was more. If you guys have never seen it, that movie was before, before aggressive skating got really popular. So it was more about
it was
downhill.
more downhill and
It's more about downhill skating, like downhill, and like a lot of these guys. It's funny because you watch the movie and a lot of the guys have. The inline skates with the back brake on them. Like one skate has a back brake, but they still are like they're going off of quarter pipes and like doing cool tricks and shit, and then like going down hills and stuff. But you can see them using the brake every once in a while, and it's just it's like I don't know. I would probably watch it now and think that it was kind of cheesy, but like
Did they have like the pointy helmets?
I think there was at least a couple of them.
They
in there,
gotta have a
probably.
couple. That's all they made. That's all
With
they
like
made
the
back
visor
then,
on the
dude.
front.
It's
you
just
know?
made of styrofoam. That's all that's in that helmet.
Styrofoam with like that Reese's hard shell coating on the
Yeah.
outside. That
2
was just-
mil, 2 mil plastic.
Yep.
Yeah. This will save your life for sure. I promise.
No problem.
I
And
promise.
This chin strap with a parachute clip that's like that big.
It's a razor blade on the side of it every single time.
Right where the strap hits your cheek, it just cuts the shit out of the side of your cheek, dude. And
Every
the roller blades would just give you blister, like the worst ankle blisters of
Oh,
your
yeah.
life.
That doesn't stop. You don't get used to that.
No, never, dude. Even after we got really into rollerblading, like you and I got pretty into rollerblading back in the day.
Couple years.
Yeah. We would rollerblade from my parents' house to the skate park and back in one day.
Like one breath, it seemed. We never ran out of breath.
Yeah,
I
it was
don't
weird,
understand
dude.
it.
Because you were young.
We were kids. We can handle
Smoking
it.
cigarettes.
I wasn't smoking
Yeah.
a pack a day.
Yeah, he was only smoking half a pack a day.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big
shit.
difference,
You
bro.
gotta start
Duh.
somewhere, buddy. Gotta start somewhere.
We all came up somehow.
You didn't have a bag of sandblasting sand in your fucking lungs yet.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, rollerblading back in the day. Remember across the street there was that my neighbor had that weird like dipped down driveway.
Like a lot. It was like half of a lot and half of a driveway.
It was weird. Yeah, it was like my neighbors had like this shared, like there was my neighbor's driveway on this side and then my neighbor's driveway on this side, and in between them there was like it was almost like there was like a boat slip or an RV slip in between the houses on the front, and on all sides of this slip they just like gradually sloped down, so it was like this weird like half bowl kind of like it was a perfect place to learn how to grow up and skate, because right across the street there was just a set of little jumps that you could go off of. Man, I learned how to jump a bike off of that stuff, learned how to jump on my rollerblades off of that stuff. I don't know how many fucking scratches and falls I took over there, dude.
Countless.
So many.
Countless.
Remember, and like we would tear up that old lady's grass because we'd ride on that little wood platform that was by her flower bed and then just fucking ride off into her yard and just
Fuck it.
yeah, dude.
Well, like when I was growing up by my house, up where Avery's house is now, there wasn't any houses up there. It was just a dirt lot, big in like the foothills of the mountain, and there was nothing on that side of town.
Is that off by still up by Lofton's house? That area?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And there was like 6 foot tall dirt BMX jumps up there.
The actual jumps?
Oh yeah.
There was a field like that by my old house too.
There was one across the street from the east side Albertsons before that, all that medical whatever it is
my
there.
God, that's
it was just a
right.
fucking lot, dude. And then
I remember-
there were all the like the
wow.
dirt tracks and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
they would lead to little jumps. They'd lead to big jumps. You know,
So they're ruining our childhood here.
is what we're getting
Just
to.
building bullshit on our fucking
one
lots,
medical center
so.
and one retirement home at a time. They are slowly ruining our BMX jumps. Yeah.
Well, the old people get old and they die, so they need the medical and the fucking retirement. retirement home, bro.
It's a fucking vicious
bang,
cycle,
boom.
man. And the money keeps on going.
Keeps on going.
I mean, Preparation H can only do so much for hemorrhoids. You got to go to the doctor.
Yeah, Brandon, what do you know about that?
Not
You and your-
I mean, jeez.
Man.
I'm sure at some point in my life it's going to happen, but not today. Not today.
Not today, but man, not today.
It's not gonna happen. Look, dude, clockwork.
Yep, there
Like,
she goes.
Here it comes, man. Did you just? She might have just eaten some of her own poop. The cat's taking a dump again. This is kind of like. Are you gonna ASMR the cat?
Bro. Don't do that. Somebody's going to start jerking off to our fucking podcast. Don't do that.
I really love kitties.
She's very interested in the mic. Actually, I've never done that. She seemed open to it.
Oh, they always are. Give them enough time.
You just stuck it in her face, too.
Well, sometimes that's what it takes.
You did it too soon.
They don't have many options.
See, you're supposed to wait till she starts digging, because then you can hear the sand.
Oh, she hasn't even pooped yet?
No, man, come on. You're watching her. Look at.
I can't see her.
You can see her.
This.
Did you? This he just points at Alex. This thing right here is just right in the way. Alex, you had 2 Thanksgiving dinners tonight.
Yeah.
Nice. How was it? What was the best thing you ate?
My cornbread casserole.
His own
Your
thing.
cornbread casserole.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole right there. My shit was the best. I
Damn
should have just
straight.
stayed
You know,
home.
Don't get me wrong, man. Pops can cook and mean turkey. You know, Daphne can. You know, she can cook. You know, but
He looks at his beard. She can.
There's when she turns on the
my
oven.
shit. That's where it's at, because you know I cook the best shit.
Damn, those are big words.
At least,
But
at least he's honest.
I mean, to be real honest, out of all 4 of us, he could probably cook better shit than. I mean, I know he cook better shit than I can.
I can make a mean Kraft macaroni and cheese.
I bet you can.
Kraft dinner.
So good.
Dude.
Straight out the box.
The best.
that cheese powder that comes with it, bro. I mean, I pour that on in a special way, and it just makes all the flavor come out.
Don't even use hot dogs. I use fucking sausage.
Andouille, bitch.
Andouille.
Is it andouille or andouille?
What's
It's
andouille?
Got an L in there.
So there's 2 L's in there, isn't there?
Frenchified, yeah.
It's a French
Andouille.
sausage.
So it's andouille. I always call it andouille. Andouille sausage, because we're in America, greatest country on the planet.
Goddamn andouille sausage.
Country on it. I want some of that French sausage.
Did you guys see that? Speaking of movies, did you guys? Anyone in here see The Joker?
Yes.
You saw
Man.
it? Did you see it?
No, not
you haven't
yet.
seen it? Is
Not
it good?
yet.
So good.
I really want to go see it.
That's all that I hear is that it's fucking amazing.
It's phenomenal.
That's literally all I've heard from anyone. Anyone that talks about it is like, that movie is fucking wickedly dark and like super cool. And who was I talking to? I wasn't talking. I think it was on a Rogan podcast I was watching. I remember who he was talking to, but they were talking about the movie.
Shout out Joe Rogan.
Yeah, goddamn, dude.
What's up,
bro? Huge inspiration, man. Definitely part of the reason why I decided to start doing podcasts. His are fucking super awesome to watch. I love watching his stuff, dude. Every once in a while he has somebody on, and I'm like, fuck yeah, watching that, dude.
I don't miss the Neil deGrasse Tyson ones. I
Dude,
like
okay, so
I
I'm a
catch
little
those
bit.
every single
I'm a little
time.
mixed on the last DeGrasse interview that he did. It seemed to
He's
me
just being a
like
dick.
yeah.
Being an asshole.
Neil deGrasse kept talking over him, dude. He talked over him a lot. Like Rogan was just trying to get a few words in, or maybe like ask a question here or there. And I feel like Neil just kept like well, hang on, Joe, because think about this, and he's normally like that, but he seemed extra aggressive about it.
Just trying to blow
this
his
time
mind.
around. Yeah,
I just remember the
What do
first time he was on there. Are you taking all those beers?
so those ones.
Well, I mean, I'm going to start with one.
Those are the oatmeal stout.
Those are the oatmeal stouts. So
Yeah,
those
yeah.
are technically supposed to be poured into a glass. I haven't had one out of a can yet, but it's a nitro stout. So
Why? What makes them different if they're in a glass?
it's,
Well, have
it's
you
the way
ever-
it's the way the head falls into the beer
you
when
ever
you
had
pour
Guinness?
it. Yeah, you've had Guinness.
Well, it's not like Guinness,
It's
but it's kind of
Then
like
why
Guinness.
bring it up?
it pours like a Guinness,
Yeah.
but it doesn't drink like one.
It
Oh,
tastes.
did you see that face?
it
He's
tastes-
just like,
It tastes better than a Guinness.
yeah, it tastes way better than a Guinness.
Feels better than
You
a
can
Guinness.
drink one out of the can,
No,
man.
you've already talked about it way too much.
Yeah,
Like,
I want you to drink one out of the can and tell me how it tastes, because I actually haven't had one out of the can yet.
I don't like Guinness. It just tastes like dirt.
That
and
one
roots.
doesn't taste like
that.
Guinness,
Actually,
though.
that tastes a lot more like a Blacktooth Brown.
It tastes like a brown. That's what I tell
okay.
everybody. It's
So why bring up Guinness?
because it pours.
Because it pours like a
It
Guinness.
looks just like
have you,
one.
Have you seen?
pour it, bro? The
Have you seen when
consistency.
someone
You know the
pours a
consistency
Guinness
when it's in your mouth.
They put they put the can like inside the glass, and then that's how you pour that. It's a nitro brew. It's the
Yeah,
same, it's the
so
same,
the
same
way you're supposed
style.
to do
of
it
I
is
don't, I don't have a glass though.
Just use your mouth as the glass and just fucking out.
fully upside down and just go for it, dude. Gotta move the mic out of the way first, though. All right, but yeah, so I pretty much call them out on every podcast that I'm on, but shout outs to Gruner Brothers Beer. Fucking love their beer. Love drinking it. It's good stuff. And it's a cool place. If you guys haven't been up there, it is the old petroleum building by the event center. It's a cool spot, man. They did a really good job.
Guys need to can the Mangalitos.
God, please can the Mangalito, please. Like I know that's my favorite beer up there, man.
I don't think I've had it.
It's really good.
So it's a Devilito, but it's flavored with mango. So because they put flavoring in it, it actually lowers the percent. It's like a 6.5 or something like that.
You dilute it a little.
But
Yeah.
so it's essentially a mango flavored Devilito, and they're fucking amazing, dude. They're so. I wish they would bottle them. But yeah, I try and mention them on like every podcast, man. They treat me well when I go up there. It's a good spot. We've played music up there. I think Chad Lord just played up there last night.
Yeah,
For Thanksgiving.
Was that his Thanksgiving? Does he still do that thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just saw a picture of him that said. I think he posted a picture of himself that said.
Yeah, someone was talking to me
playing
about
in
that
Gruner.
at Frosty's the other night about the tank giving.
Okay. I didn't know he was still doing that.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
I haven't heard his
remember
name
at
in
the
a while,
Wonder
to be
Bar, it
honest
was
with
like
you.
when they did it at the Wonder Bar, it was like all day.
Yeah, there used to be like 6-7 bands on
10
there or something
o'clock
like
till
that.
10 o'clock.
Yeah, and they would they would start really early. And didn't they do one year? I don't know if it was like multiple years that they did it, but I thought they were doing both stages. Like they were doing bands downstairs and bands upstairs at one point, or they started downstairs and moved upstairs after a certain
the
point.
old Wonder Bar?
Yeah.
The old Wonder Bar, yeah, they'd started down.
Alex, you just ruined everything.
Yep, podcast is broken.
You guys talk. I'll fix it. It's okay.
I believe they started at the basement and brought it up.
Hey, move your mic stand. Get it off your headphone cable.
Yeah. Use your brain, pudding.
No, pick it up from the back. There you go.
And then bring your mic a little closer to your mouth.
Yeah. But not too close. Not like ASMR close.
Oh no, do that.
I don't think anybody wants an Alex Clark ASMR.
You don't know
Maybe-
that.
maybe
you
Tosh.
you
Tosh
don't
might
know
want one.
that.
Just farts and burps and beard scratches.
Every once in a while he has that dumb laugh.
And then every once in a while, too, you just get Alex going,
Thinking real hard.
what? Yeah, man. The old Wonder Bar. Are they putting a ribbon chop
Yep,
in there? Is that
ribbon-
what's going
yeah,
on in there?
Ribbon Shop, it'll be their 10th location.
10th?
Yep.
Where's their other? I've never even heard of that place.
There's a bunch of there's like-
Missoula, Billings, Sheridan,
Is it like a Midwestern
Laramie,
thing?
Cheyenne,
Is it like-
one in Utah.
Okay, wait.
So-
It's either one of two things, and I'm probably retarded on the first one. They
You're
don't
probably
make
retarded.
ribbons.
Yeah.
Is it like a meat place?
They
rib
don't-
and
Rib and-
chop.
It's
Oh,
a
I
rib.
thought you said.
Rib.
That's what
and
it's called. It's
chop.
It's rib and then N apostrophe.
I thought you
chop.
said ribbon shop. I was like, they're replacing. They're
Is this
just
a Midwestern thing, or I don't understand?
And then Alex starts talking about like
you from
different
Utah.
locations.
Like, yeah, they.
I never knew making ribbons was so
Alex
popular.
buys a lot
It's
of
hot
ribbons.
right
The
now.
Mormons,
It's
man.
really
Do you not
hot.
see the bonnets they wear? That's ribbons all over.
Yeah, dude. I mean, of course, that first location's got to be in Utah, man.
Dum,
Duh.
dum, dum, dum.
No, a rib and chop. If we want to go real,
It's-
real-
it's
That's what I thought you said.
Midwestern.
Second, I was like,
It's like a steakhouse. They do like ribs and
Well, it's a
chops.
rib house
I'm
in a
surprised you
shop
haven't
house.
heard of it because it's been like on Facebook.
Yeah,
and
and
stuff.
steaks
Ribs and they chop.
and
ribs
steaks.
and chops, bro.
So are they bringing that? Like, is it their own? Who's bringing that in? Is it just their?
It's like a franchise.
Yes.
I
I
They're
believe,
just
it's,
someone's-
I believe it's their own.
Someone's got to
franchise.
run it, right? So like, someone is franchising from a different one and moving the location here. Is that what's
What
going
they
on?
usually do is somebody higher ups in other locations will all meet here to open this one, and once this one's open and up and running, those guys will go back to where they are from.
Right, but like, who are they going to get to run that? Like, who decides?
Somebody in town.
It's
Who
called
decides?
they're called a kitchen manager, and then a general manager does the whole building.
They'll probably
The
do a
whole
similar thing to what the Wonder Bar did. They have the orientation, have all the people who want to apply. You know what I mean?
Kind of like a job fair kind of situation.
Yeah.
essentially.
And then you
Or
get
like
cut after like 2 weeks if you suck, and then they rehire.
They should do
people.
like they should do like a Fear Factor version of how to hire a kitchen manager. So I don't know what they would do, but like I think that'd be really fucking
I'd
funny.
do
Mouthful of deer dicks, bro.
you have two options. You either eat the deer penis or cut off the tip of your pinky finger. Go. You have 5 minutes to decide.
I would be in that long pinky finger line. Just fucking chop that shit up.
Just wait. You got to eat cockroaches next. Finished. God damn it, Rex! I didn't tell you to start eating yet. That doesn't disqualify me, does it? Nah, you're good. Anything can happen on a runway, Dennis. No one's gonna throw detergent in my eyes on a runway.
I haven't begun to work this hot body.
We're talking about Always Sunny in Philadelphia. If you haven't seen it, you're I don't know. It's probably friends off at this point.
Just exit out of this podcast. And
yeah, I think it's a kind of a requirement, and pretty much it's funny because I think it's weird. Like I feel like a lot of Always Sunny fans are kind of underground. You don't really know it about them until it gets brought up in a conversation. And you either hear them say a line, and you're like.
And then it's like that scene where Mac and Charlie are
in the restaurant, yeah, and they're just looking like, did we just become best friends? It's like Step Brothers and Always Sunny mixed into just one weird conglomerate meeting.
And like I feel it's kind of similar like about The Office, but there's two different kinds of Office fans. There's Office fans that you don't know are Office fans and do like that.
Yeah.
Or there's the people who won't shut up about how incredible The Office is. Like, don't get me wrong, I love the show. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
But like.
I still subscribe that I think I'm probably one of the greatest Office fans that ever existed. Like, I can't wait for the next Office trivia down at Frontier or wherever they have it.
Yeah.
I am going.
Do they have that?
Oh yeah, they've done it like two or three times already.
They've been talking about bringing back another season.
I am going. Yeah, but who won't sign on for that? Someone's not.
Pam, is it
Jenna Fisher? No, I don't think it was Jenna Fisher. I think it was Krasinski.
Yeah.
I think Krasinski was saying he didn't want to sign on for another season. Well, look at dude, he's got fucking like specials on Amazon now.
Jack, what the fuck?
Jack Ryan, he's doing that thing on fucking Amazon, and
he's doing the Quiet Place movies.
Yep. So like he's got other things.
And I mean, you can't blame him. Like I'm sure you made a fuckload on The Office, but
so much.
When you're doing feature films for
Amazon for the biggest company
and
in the
for
world.
and just releasing it from Hollywood, that's
fuck, dude. When you're that famous, all you have to do is get on camera, put your face on camera, and you start making money. Like he does this thing too. He's got this little clip on YouTube where he goes online and responds to like the top 10 questions that are asked on Google about John Krasinski.
Really?
Yeah, one of the top ones is like, are you and Jenna Fisher married in real life? And like he's like, no, we're not. I mean, she just plays my TV wife, and like everything's cool. And then he like talks about her husband and stuff, and he's like, no, it's just that's Hollywood, man. That's just how it is in Hollywood. You have a screen wife, and then you have your at-home wife, like
work wife.
I've thought about that, dude.
That would be a terrible relationship.
I don't know,
if you fucking
man.
worked with your wife.
I don't know, dude. Like, cause kind of like he's saying, if you're an actor and you're in that realm, you have to kind of. It's like Lane said. You have to be able to set aside your work wife from your home wife. I think it would be worse. I don't know. I'm biased because I'm a man, but I think it would be worse being a dude and having your wife go and like have a stage husband. I don't know. I'm biased because I've never been on the other side.
They're not banging, so it's not that big.
On the other end, it's just purely professional.
Yeah. What about the screen actresses who are doing like banging scenes?
That's I don't understand. My husband is so supportive. I don't think so.
I think your
he ain't holding that bed up, bitch. Like, what are you talking about?
I think your husband's at home watching that, going, "Motherfucking, get your hands off of her."
Well, like I can't imagine like like being married to like a porn star. That would.
How does that
There's
work?
That would
there's no
screw
kissing
with
going
my
on. You're not
brain.
kissing me when you come home. That's
How does that work?
That would screw with my brain so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. Just to not even necessarily watch, but just to know that like while you're like making sandwiches at Subway or whatever, your wife's getting railed by a 12-inch.
That is a hard generalization. You just
big
made.
old black dude.
You
Fucking
like
Kimbo slices, just giving her the meat.
Yeah. And then she texts you afterwards. She's like, "Oh, the scene was great." You're like, "I don't know."
You're like, "Yeah, I don't think so. I'm not."
I'm making 12 inches here. You're getting 12 inches there. I don't want.
She comes home and
tell
she's
me
limping
about
and she's
this.
like, "Oh, I've had such a hard day."
You're like,
I can't. Oh shit! I don't even want to know.
yeah, like, oh man.
That would.
Would it be similar to what's it like dating a stripper? Have you guys ever dated a stripper?
No.
Any of you?
No.
It's okay. Like it's in the past.
No.
Did you banged a stripper?
I've dated one of their mouths for a while.
That's a good way to put it, I guess.
How many lbs was this stripper? How many pounds?
Oh man,
90.
I'd say
90 soaking wet.
If I'm throwing it
Yeah.
out there, I'd say 5'8", 123.
Okay, that's
123.
that's average. That's
I'm just gonna throw a number up. 123.
And how many
I don't know this.
C-section scars did she have?
Oh, she did not have any children.
Around this place.
5'8", 123 pounds, man. That's a pretty good looking girl.
That's tiny for 5'8". That's a pretty.
That's tall
pretty
girl. That's what I'm
tall
saying.
girl,
Like I'm just over 6 foot.
120 pounds. That's
Little girl.
little tiny
That's a
person.
little girl. That dude.
I like him itty bitty.
I mean, hey Tosh, how's it going?
Hey.
Hope everything's going well.
Happy Thanksgiving.
On this Thanksgiving evening. Yeah, it is Thanksgiving. I didn't give us any introduction at all. We were just talking about what were we talking about when we came in
ASMR.
here? Yes, that's right. We
ASMR.
started it off with ASMR.
Yep.
Which it sounds like a gun.
That's what kicked this whole thing off.
That's right. We were talking about it, and I was like, I'm hitting the record
45
button.
caliber
This is too-
ASMR. It's the best rifle on.
So yeah, this is the first podcast that I've had where I actually have a full band in the room. Every other band that I've done has been minus 1 or 2 members when they come in. So what's up? We're Wreckards. This is all 4 of Wreckards. And Brandon doesn't want to fucking wave. Oh, 4.
4.
Is that your wave?
Is that his?
I can
See,
only
this is
count
why we have to.
4.
We had to really prepare him to
1,
come
2,
onto
3,
the show. This
1,
is
2,
why.
3.
Because
I don't know what to
I
I
was
actually have a
ready
script
for
back
it.
here.
Nothing. I didn't spill my beer.
Yeah. Talking shit
Nice.
Spills his goddamn beer.
As I'm talking about Brandon being special, I'm like, yeah, we had to prep him to come on the show. Spill my beer everywhere. Yeah, smart. But anyways, yeah, I hope everyone is having a good Thanksgiving. This won't air until probably tomorrow or maybe even Saturday. But yeah, man, I had a good time. I went out to my mom's house and there's a lot of people there. There's probably like 10 people there maybe, and then like 4.
Your family doesn't have get-togethers. You guys have like events and parties.
Right, like dude,
you
it gets
know?
crazy out there. Man, there were like 4 or 5 kids out there too, and I just went out there and played darts with my uncle.
There you go.
Yeah, I played a lot of darts tonight, man. You
And
got a lot of practice in.
the
so-
old
good.
the old little basement setup they got down there.
They got a new board set up, dude. Like they have it's like in a really, really nice wooden case, and the doors open up
I've seen
and
those.
shit.
Yeah,
it's really nice, man. I
Like you can
it.
hold your fucking darts
Yep.
and stuff like that in there.
It's got chalk on both
Yeah,
sides of it, so you
yeah,
can keep
okay.
score and stuff. It was nice.
I'll go beat your uncle anytime.
I beat him tonight.
Oh.
I won tonight. I won the night. I think came out 4-3 at the end of the night. So got him.
Right
Got
on.
him.
Right
He didn't
on.
start. He didn't start winning until I was 2 games in either. I got him on 2 games, and then he came back for. I think he came back for 1, and then I got another one, and then we played a tiebreaker or something like that. So, yeah, dude, it was fun, man. It was a good time. I ate way too much food. There was some green bean casserole out there that was fucking non-stop, dude. Holy shit. I don't know what it was, man, but it was so good. Like I was too full, and I kept going back for that shit. Oh, it was amazing. I didn't even eat any pie. I don't really like pie, but my mom makes a killer homemade pie, and a lot of times
My dad's pumpkin pie.
I like your mom's pie.
right there, buddy.
Shit.
There's one for you.
Is that what happened?
I heard your mom's pie pan's broke in the kitchen, bro. What up?
Oh man,
What is? Did you say you don't like pie?
I love pie.
Oh,
Look
This
at
body
it.
is built for pie.
it's a pie arsenal right here, dude. I got capacity up in here.
fucking
Okay.
Capacity, if you will.
Capacity. Oh my God, we're getting into Bob's Burgers jokes. Love it. They make a Bob's Burgers cookbook.
Yeah,
I wanna
with-
get it
with like
so bad.
every
My sister,
recipe that.
my sister and Kellen have it, and it's got every burger that's in Bob's Burgers up
That's
to like
pretty
I
awesome.
don't remember
Season, I
what
think it's season 4.
4 or 5,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, and I really want to get it. Have you guys seen the Binging with Babish where he makes the Bob's
Yeah.
Burger
Yeah.
burgers? Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I love watching him, man. Brandon
He's
was just
he's
watching him.
fantastic.
Yeah, Brandon was just watching him the other day at work. He made a
Turkey key.
turkey key.
Really?
So it's a,
turkey inside a turkey.
it's a turkey stuffed turkey.
All right.
They deboned
Genius.
a turkey and just
Yeah.
wrapped it up and shoved up the ass of another turkey.
What do they wrap it in?
Turkey?
Twine.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
like twine it so it's all compressed.
Yeah,
Turkey twine.
okay.
Put it in another turkey.
Turkey twine.
Made of the sinew of the bones. Like,
You use the whole animal when you kill it. Jim.
yeah.
Come on now.
Shred the bones super thin to where
God.
they just start tying like fucking twine.
Be respectful. I'm 174th Cherokee.
Someone. All right, 23andMe. Hey, let's calm down over there. I love the South Park episode they did of that, where everyone's like trying to claim racial pride because of 23andMe. And didn't that one stem from the Colin Kaepernick debacle too?
No, I
no,
think
it was that
chick running for president
Yeah.
that said she was Indian, and then she had a fucking a 23andMe situation and said that she was 0%.
Yeah, she went on stage saying something about how she sided with the Native Americans because she was Native American. This is like a white ass blonde lady.
Yeah.
Who was it? Do we know?
Jamie?
Sarah Palin?
No, she's
I wanna
closer to
say
Russian.
it
She lives right
was-
across the fucking way
She's
from them.
Closer to insane, I think. But
I would bang Sarah Palin though.
all right, let's get on
Yeah.
that, dude. So
I get on it.
She's got
You
some
would?
sexy photos out there. Jamie,
seriously,
Just fuck that. Whatever you're looking at,
Does she-
sexy photos.
does she have an ASMR out there?
I
Somewhere?
probably just that weird accent that she fucking has.
I just need to hear her click her glasses on
Yeah.
the mic a few times and then like rub it up against the microphone. Sarah Palin. When was the last time she was in the fucking news? Which has she been? What was the downfall of her campaigning?
Oh well, because her name was Sarah Palin, so she's just a shit candidate.
Is that because she's a woman? You fucking sexist.
Ooh,
Yes, exactly.
it's okay. Brandon didn't vote for Hillary either.
I did
but
not.
I didn't vote for Hillary either. So
God damn.
yeah.
I voted for Gary Johnson because he was the only one that
He was
I
the
thought.
only libertarian.
Yep.
I did a write-in because I didn't know who to vote for.
yourself?
I wrote in shout out to Tyler Sanford, Tilo Full Prez, because that's his gamer tag on Xbox. So I wrote in that. So that got one vote in the 2018 election. So. Or 2016 or whatever it was. 2016? Yeah, 2016 election. God, it was 2016.
So you're why Trump won.
yeah,
What the fuck? That one vote.
I'm why Trump won.
Jerry, it came down to your one vote.
Yeah, because when it started swinging like crazy fucking numbers on his side, that's what made the difference.
It's some sound logic.
We go now to Casper, Wyoming, to the polls.
Oh, it was Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, Elizabeth Warren.
Someone out there watching this is gonna go, "You fucking retards!" Of course, it was Elizabeth Warren. Like, I'm not very politically inclined. I don't know.
I'm not really inclined.
I'm not even politically correct. Inclined.
I'm just not correct. I don't know.
We know that. Brandon goes, "Yeah, her name was Sarah Palin." Duh.
Palin. Shit.
What? I don't know, man. I don't know. What do you guys think's gonna happen in the next election?
Bunch of shit. Bunch of chaos. And
Trump's gonna run
dumb.
again, right?
So,
Yes.
well, yeah, of course.
You think he's gonna win?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
Really?
America's
You're in
so
that boat?
fucking dumb.
I don't know. Man. I think a lot of Americans.
He's like, really? You're talking about my people that way? No,
I think Brandon was just looking at Alex like.
You.
Brandon was hoping he had a
They
mirror.
voted for him once.
I know. I think though. I think a lot of the people that voted for him were kind of waking up now, going, "Hey, so you promised a lot
this
of
guy's
shit."
an asshat.
Yeah, but then again, I mean, if you think about almost any presidential election, that's kind of the way you win, right? You make a lot of empty fucking promises and make people all psyched up. The more psyched up you get people, the more riled up you can get them. The better your chances
More
are that they're
money
going to go out and
raised
fucking
and-
angry vote for your ass.
You're gonna
'Cause
psych the poor people up.
that's just what it is. Yeah, I'm going to make more jobs. And I'm going to get everybody more money. Which don't get me wrong, I did see a pay increase after his first year or whatever year and a half in office. I did see a pay increase, but it wasn't anything near like what he promised. You know, like he promised everyone getting like huge incentives in there.
See, and I don't think that like
My taxes were damn near the same as they were the year before.
They've
you
been
know,
the
same
like
every year since
Yeah,
I've been
nothing changed there.
And I don't think that like any one candidate has all the answers, but
No.
I don't think any of them are necessarily wrong either. You know,
Everyone's
it's-
got their own opinions and own ideas for what they think needs to be done,
Yeah.
right? It's all just about how you sell that to people to get votes. And dude, what makes you want to go into being the president? What makes you want to run for president? Because that sounds like
big
it
fucking
sucks.
ego, dude.
I feel like
That's
they get into it for
That
one
is it.
reason, but before they're too far deep, it becomes a different reason.
That
Yeah,
sounds like it
the,
sucks to me.
the
Dude.
Illuminati buys them and makes them change their ways.
Yeah, no
Well,
shit.
I
No
think
shit.
Trump talked shit his way into the fucking office.
Well, yeah,
he didn't
he didn't even think he was going to get the fucking
Yeah.
nomination.
Yeah.
He was joking around the whole time. He's like, "No, they're not going to nominate me." And then he got it, and he's like, "Oh."
He's like, ooh.
Obama
What do I
made a
do
joke
now?
at him one day at a fucking banquet that's saying, "Oh, I'm president. You'll never be president." And he was like, "All right, motherfucker."
He was
Let
like,
me
you
run
sure about
and
that?
Talk shit, and he's like, "Oh fuck, I got the job."
It's because he figured out his niche. Donald Trump figured out, like you said, he riled up all the poor people and was like, "You guys tired of fucking everyone taking your gerbs? Well, I'll give you your gerbs back." and then fucking everyone was like, "Oh, Trump's gonna give me my job back, and he's gonna move a bunch of companies back over here to America." And it's like, wait, how many companies did he move back? one.
Starts a
And-
trade
He's
war with China.
starting to move one back.
And I think
yeah.
it's an oil company, isn't it? So he's just trying to move it back to get money back from it, right? I mean,
Something
the
like
money's
that,
going to go back into his pocket. I mean, it will create jobs, but he probably has stock or
Well,
shares
he's-
in that
I guess he's
whatever
trying to-
company. I don't know if it's again. I'm
I think
politically.
it's Apple. He's trying to move Apple back to the States.
Was Apple
'Cause they're
overseas?
yeah, they're in China.
Oh, I did not know
And
that.
with all that shit in
China.
Hong Kong going on right now.
Were they overseas with Steve Jobs too? I thought they were.
No,
American.
the main, like the head, the head office thing, the head corporations in America, but the production is in China.
Oh,
Yeah.
So he's trying
okay,
to bring
I
the
got you.
production back.
I got you.
to
Yeah.
America.
Okay. So he's just trying to bring over more manufacturing jobs.
Yeah.
Which that's great in theory, but that's a lot of movement, man. And then,
Save on nets.
And then you're taking away a lot of jobs from people in China too.
Because people in China are killing themselves in those fucking sweatshops.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
that's,
true.
that's
They
true.
hook up nets outside so they don't jump off and kill themselves.
Is that a real
That
thing?
is a thing.
What?
Yes.
In like tall ass buildings,
They
they
have
put
nets out there because people just say, fuck it. Working fucking all day.
For
16
40
hour
cents.
days
I made
for
900
40 cents.
iPhones today, and I have half a penny. Like,
yeah, no shit.
I
dude.
just want to die.
I don't know what the actual numbers on
I still
those
have
are.
an old razor and I'm making fucking iPhones. This is bullshit.
How do I have a? Oh, apparently they're coming back with
Yeah.
the razor. Isn't that a thing?
It's
like a
just
whole
Yeah.
screen a day,
You
yeah.
fold
And
it
it-
over.
yeah.
It's a foldy.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's a
Moldy.
flip phone.
I like that.
Back
It's a
to
It's not a flip phone. We're calling it a foldy.
Yeah, that's I said it first. If that comes out, I said foldy first. Okay, I said foldy. I thought Samsung already did a foldy, didn't
Well,
they? already have one?
they do one that's
Yeah,
folded like a
foldy.
book, but this one's like an old flip phone,
Oh.
It looks like the razor, but
Yeah.
you open it up and the whole
and
thing's a
it's
screen.
a whole.
Isn't it an
whole
older
screen.
model? Aren't they just bringing one back?
No, no, it's a new, it's a
whole new
brand new
thing.
thing.
Whoa.
Okay.
Okay, so let me see if I'm picturing this right. So it's like when it's closed, it's like
It's about-
the screen.
about
When
that
it's
big.
closed, the screen loops around. So when you
Yeah.
open it, it's one long
Yep.
screen.
Yeah, when you
there.
close it, it's about that big, and then when you open it up, it's regular size touchscreen phone.
Huh.
Yeah,
Huh. Does it still gonna? Are they gonna bring back the old keypad or anything?
No,
it's all
it's just a
touch.
screen.
It's all touch.
yeah.
We ain't
interesting.
going
But it's
back
still-
to the keypad.
But it still
We're
folds.
too far deep.
It's a touchscreen flip phone. We are living in
No. Hey,
2009.
I believe we've established it's a
19.
foldy.
It's a foldy.
And
It's
that's
a
the
foldy
only
touchscreen
vernacular
phone.
that I will accept. It's a foldy.
It is a foldy. Well, that's wild. When does that come out? Does anyone know?
Pretty soon, I've seen commercials. for it.
2020,
Really?
baby. Trump 2020.
The last.
He's got the foldy on lock.
Gonna bring
I'm
back.
the reason that the Motorola Razr came back. Okay.
I'm gonna bring.
Oh, we're gonna
production-
piss off a lot of people in this
Oh,
podcast.
I can't. Yeah, it's great.
Very
It's great.
excited.
He just
I'm-
wants to bring back 2003.
I'm politically illiterate, so come at me because it's fine. You can't offend me. It's okay. I'm the only one that can offend in a situation like that. So, and I'll probably just offend with my fucking ignorance because I don't know anything. So I'll just ask you a question. You'll be like, "Well, you don't know about blah blah blah." Blah. No, I don't, because it doesn't directly affect me in any way, shape, or form. Other than the fact that I know I'm still not getting $1,000 a month. Just saying, like.
Ooh, you part of the Yang
No,
Hashtag
Gang.
no,
Yang
I didn't say it.
Gang.
I didn't say it. You guys said it. I didn't say shit.
Fucking
Okay,
Yang
I didn't say
Gang.
shit.
I think that's an interesting, it's an interesting idea. I don't know how like.
Take the money from the military.
That's
I've been saying that for
again.
forever. Just
We're gonna piss off a lot of people. But they're
if they're this far deep in this podcast, then
yeah.
good
If you
on
made it this far without being offended, yeah, then you're out by this point for sure. But I think there are a lot of loose ends in his plan to restructure money and move things around. But I think on the other side of that, I think it is possible. Like Brandon said, there are portions where you can take. He was talking about one of his plans was, and this is going to be, I'm gonna
Butcher
convey
this.
this. I'm gonna completely fuck this up. But he was talking about a plan to take a certain percentage, a very very small percentage of stocks from the stock market. So for everyone that buys stock in the stock market, 0.3 of a penny for each stock goes to a fund.
So is he
for
essentially
redistribution.
taxing the stocks? Then?
Yeah,
that's
tax,
what that
yeah,
sounds
taxing the
like.
stock market. Yeah, you can't even.
Well, that's where it
But
starts.
you have
The
to
smallest-
realize that that adds up to a.
And that's just it
load of
because
money.
of how many stocks he he has the numbers somewhere. I watched him on Rogan. If you guys
he
watch
has all the
Andrew
numbers.
Yang. Yeah, like he's got all the figures and shit that he goes through for that, and it's like a what does he call it? Micro tax. Micro taxing the stock market, and like just basically taxes that you don't even know. Like it doesn't.
You
make
wouldn't
a
even
difference.
see it. Yeah,
It doesn't
you
make a
wouldn't even miss
difference.
it.
Well, it's because people
A dollar
keep
is still
fucking
a dollar.
trading
Right.
the same stocks like
But there's
constantly.
3/10 of a penny. 3/10 of a penny.
It's like if
right
you- it's
now,
like-
that's where it starts.
It's like if you cut a penny into 10 pieces and take 3 of them.
So picture a pizza.
no, I
Alex.
understand.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I just you had this look on your face like you were like,
I thought Lane was going. I was like, all right, I'll help out with this one, dude.
It's the glazed over fucking face.
It's like that morning we were going to play at the radio station, dude, or the TV station.
Oh,
my
God.
I will never forget that. Man. I will never forget that.
Folding his fucking underwear.
What time? I think it was like 5:15, 5:25 in the morning,
That was
something like
earlier
that.
than that, man.
We
Shit.
had an interview with K2 at like 6 a.m. We were all over at the house and we were getting ready to leave, and the washer and dryer sat like right outside, like right before the door in this little side room. And we go to leave and we're walking out and we're all following Alex. And we walk into this little side room and Alex just opens the dryer and starts getting clothes out and folding clothes, and we all just kind of stop and we're watching him for a second, like maybe he decided to change shirts or something. And no, he fucking folds a towel and sets it on the top, and he's pulling out another, and we're like, Alex, what are you doing? And he's all, laundry? Like,
no,
dude,
Alex, what are you doing? He's like,
I didn't even say it. It wasn't even audible. It wasn't even audible. He's like, Alex, what are you doing? Just, we're like, dude, we have to go. We were on our way out. Like,
we have an interview in 45 minutes. Like,
We're all carrying heavy fucking equipment on the way out. Like,
yeah, we're like carrying our instruments and shit. Was that downtown? Was that when we played outside the Nick? Was that that morning?
that was
yeah,
the
it
Nick.
That was
was.
that morning.
like 2 years ago.
I didn't have my morning beer.
He didn't have his morning
Anything.
PBR coffee.
Budweiser.
No, PBR coffee.
They
What's
have
that
a PBR
stuff?
coffee now, yeah.
Have you heard of that one?
Is it available yet?
I hope not. That sounds terrible.
wanna
would try one.
I want to try one.
I would definitely try one.
Sounds god awful.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Beer, coffee. As Alex gets ready
It's
to drink
not-
a stout.
Drinking a fucking bowl of
That's a
oatmeal.
big coffee. No, it's not. It's a coffee drink with malted liquor in it. So it's not quite
it's like,
beer,
So
but
it's like a nitro PBR,
yeah,
basically.
Yeah.
Dude, I bet that's pretty
You
fucking.
guys see those 99 packs that they have?
Yeah.
Yeah, Casper got 2 of them.
They sold out immediately.
Yeah.
I saw the guy take a picture.
So
next
one
to him.
guy
I was like,
bought both of them.
I kind of want one of those. I don't know.
I would have it just to like.
Yeah,
just
like I would
nail
I would
to the
display
wall,
it. I
like-
would display it in the back of the room. Like, yeah, this is
Brad.
and like I would build a shelf for it, and we would just take beers out of it, and that would be we would just
Yeah.
work our way down. You know, like cut a new section out of it. Like, this is how much of it's left, and then once a week or twice a week, you'd see the progress of it,
Yeah.
just like getting shorter and shorter.
You know, it's funny mentioning PBR. I have still. It's on my windowsill in my old bedroom. It's the last PBR that the Fireside ever gave out.
Really?
really?
Yeah, I have it.
You got it.
Got it from Russell. Yeah.
Oh, shout
Yeah.
out,
Okay.
shout out, Stud Height. What's up, buddy?
That makes sense.
I think that, yeah, I think I was.
Because it was like 2:33 in the morning. Or
If you
whatever.
left, I was gonna say, if anyone that night left not fucking hammered, they did it wrong. because
Wasn't it that
they
night
were
that
giving
dude threw the
out.
rock through my window?
Everything.
They were giving out every dude.
Everything.
Fucking, I walked to the bar and was like, "Can I get it? Can I get a Vegas bomb?" And Russell would make me fucking 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here, dude. I'm like, what? And he's like, we're done.
Last
So,
night.
What does it matter? We're done. This place is done. And I'm like, uh-oh. Like, oh shit! It's gonna be one
Yeah,
of those nights.
and it was
huh?
it was like the end of the night, and everyone was like crying and fucking
Oh, yeah.
emotional and
Of-
shit. And
I
I was
mean,
like,
he got emotional.
Yeah.
I mean,
and I was like, Russell. He's like, what? I'm like, can I have one more PBR? And he's like, you know what? This is our last one. I'm like, yeah, I know it sucks. He's like, no, you don't understand. This is the last PBR.
Was it a 16er?
No, it was a bottle.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was like, he must have had to dig back in the cooler for it. But and it's been on my fucking windowsill.
I still have a chunk of the fucking the tabletop at the bar.
Wait,
How'd you
really?
get a chunk of the table of the bar?
Jesus.
Fuck you, flower shop.
Went in there 2 weeks. Went in there 2 weeks before Keefs moved in and took a sledgehammer to it.
Yeah, they were sitting on the side of it. It's like, oh,
Oh, so it was okay. I see. So after they went in and started doing
Demolitions.
demo,
Oh, you stole it.
I
son
stole.
of a
You
bitch.
stole trash.
It's a good
You're
shot.
a trash thief.
Yes, I was dumpster diving that day. I literally had to get into the dumpster.
Frank, look at this. Electrics. Electrics.
The coat that protects my other coat.
It's another coat, man. Oh, that's a nice one, Charlie. Can I have it? No, dude, don't be an idiot. This is the coat that's going to protect my other coat. Oh, dude, I wish I would have thought of that. Why the fuck didn't you call me, man? I would have went.
Yeah, I'd have taken.
Because we knew each other, clearly.
I
We didn't really know each other that
no
well.
back then. I mean, we knew each other, but drunkenly, and this fuck never remembered me. He'd be hammered every
You
single
still
time.
call him Brendan.
He still calls you Brendan.
Brendan. I don't respond to him when he says Brendan. I just act like nothing was said at all.
It's just become a thing now. Brandon's like he hears Alex and he's just like,
and it's never like an accident. It's always clear, like Brendan. You're like,
yeah, dude, yeah. The other night when we were talking to Brendan about it, and I'm like,
who the fuck is Brendan?
I'm like, Brenda, who? Who are we talking to?
Brendan.
I don't get the joke.
He doesn't even hear it when he says it. He doesn't hear what he's doing wrong.
We need to get a dry erase board and just hold it up and have your name with like what would be the accent mark over the A to make it an A?
The
a
accent
hard
is
A.
you hit him
hard
with
A.
the fucking whiteboard. You just hit him.
Hard A would be Brandon.
Brandon?
Brandon.
No, that'd be BRAI. Brandon.
Well,
Has
right,
to-
but hard A is.
I guess it would be
A.
Brandon.
It's
huh?
a soft A.
It has to be the A sound.
Brandon.
So
Madonna.
Don't.
Alex, Brandon's name is spelled BRANDON.
That's what I
The way
said.
you pronounce it, it's BRENDON.
That's what I said.
Yeah, that's not right though.
Brandon.
Brandon is right.
That's the first time ever.
You heard it here first. That's the
Fucking
first time
recorded
ever.
too.
Yeah, so Brandon.
Didn't talk to you for 2 days on tour because you kept saying, "Hey, Brendan, can you pass me the beer?"
Don't lie. He didn't talk to you for 2 days on tour because he was fucked up on
Yeah, he
painkillers.
was very. He was.
That was you when you fucking.
I was on. That was one
You
night.
destroyed your ankle.
That was not on painkillers.
The first
but one
night.
night. That one night that some dude in the crowd, I can't remember who it was.
Was that an actual
yeah.
thing?
Yes.
I don't even. I was just making a joke. Were you actually? Did someone give you a painkiller?
At the battle. Yeah. He knew that
Oh,
I broke my
that's
foot.
right. That's right. Because afterwards you were fucking rough.
Who was it? Oh, it was.
Go ahead. It's okay. Name drop. It's fine.
I can't remember.
Band?
O'Hara.
Oh.
It was Dan O'Hara.
Oh,
It was
O'Hara.
Dan O'Hara, yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh shit! I remember that. That was actually out back when we were putzing
hiding,
around out
hiding
back.
from the fucking sheriffs.
Yep, and we were all. Yep, that's right. That's
I
right.
was
'cause the
limping my
sheriffs-
way back
Holy
inside to take a
shit.
piss or get a
Dude,
beer
you remember
or
that?
something.
It's fuzzy, huh?
Wow,
It's fuzzy,
it's
dude.
a little fuzzy. Slept in a tent that night. Everything's fuzzy.
We slept in the van, didn't
Yeah,
we?
Yeah,
we-
I crashed in the van. There's no way I was sleeping in it.
We all slept in the van, and you
Yep.
did whatever on your.
Did I sleep in? I thought I slept in a tent.
I slept
No,
in
you
I slept in
Yeah,
a
you
tent with
guys
you
slept
two
in
somebody.
the
popped
van.
the tent.
That's
Me,
right.
me
Yeah,
and
you
him
and I
slept in the van.
Okay.
That's
okay.
right.
Van
Yeah, because
day.
I remember waking up the next morning, like waking up, getting out of the tent, and going piss and shit.
Yeah,
That was the first night or the first time that I've ever actually stayed over at the battle. I normally drive home.
It was
every
that
other
was
time.
that was strange because like waking up the next morning, like everyone is just like, I don't really know any of these people.
Like,
But we partied real hard last
100
night.
people around you are all waking up the same way. Like,
We're all
Yeah.
friends, I
what the
guess.
fuck is
You're all
going on,
half
dude?
naked
The
and
night-
tattooed.
Yeah.
Stinky.
As you're stepping out of your tent, you're seeing,
Terrible.
you're seeing other hungover fucks like come out into the daylight too, and you're just kind of looking at each other like,
You're like, you weren't crusty last night, but you're crusty now. What happened?
the alcohol
thought you were
really,
hot.
alcohol really sat with you, didn't it? Fuck, dude.
I thought you were hot last night. But what the fuck is on your skirt?
You just simmered in that sleeping bag all night. I don't want it now. Go
Yeah,
home.
no shit, dude. That was cool though. That was, like I said, that was the first time I've ever actually stayed over. That place
think,
gets
I think-
fucking wild.
Oh man,
That was the last year, dude. They don't do it anymore.
I wish they would. Brandon Schulte, I wish you would bring that back. I would help you organize it. I would bring my sound
Well, no,
system in.
the only reason that they didn't do it this year is because there was a big construction crew.
They had an event, right?
No, it was a big construction crew that rented out the whole
Oh,
the
that's
whole
right.
hotel.
Yeah, that's
and
right.
They just couldn't do it this
Yeah,
year.
they rented out because they were working in fucking Rollins or
Yeah.
something like that. I can't remember, but
But
Yep, they rented out the hotel.
As far as I
remember
know, it's on for this next year. As far as I know.
dude, fuck
That'd be
yeah.
cool. I'd like to get
Well,
on that
Schulte,
bill.
if you ever come across this and you hear this, if you need help, man, running sound or anything, like I've got a system. I'm sure we
We've
can
got
figure out a way to
hands.
get down there. Yeah, we can figure out a way to get down there. Our only price is that we get a spot on the bill, but we'll talk about that. We'll figure that out at some other point. But oh
That's-
Christ, Christ, Lane. Oh, easy. You got the green beer next to you. Is that one full too? Oh shit. Lane's just fucking making a mess, man. But you got him by your foot, so now it sounds like a Warped Tour concert. the aftermath of a Warped Tour, dude. You just hear chicken bones and fucking plastic cups and aluminum cans, dude. That's all you fucking hear after Warped Tour. Speaking of things that are done, like fucking Warped Tour too. So
Over.
Same thing with Riot Fest, man. They don't do it anymore.
they're not doing Riot Fest?
Just
I thought
in
I saw.
Chicago.
Oh, okay.
They don't
I was
do
gonna say
it
I
in
thought I
Denver.
saw a flyer for it earlier this year, but that was probably it. It was probably just the Chicago one.
It's unfortunate. They used to do it in Denver and Chicago and Toronto.
I wonder why'd they stop Riot Fest? That seemed like that
Same
one was
thing as fucking Warped Tour.
just running out of
That mismanaged
and kind of
yeah.
losing motivation.
Yeah.
Probably
Probably
losing
losing
attendance.
money.
Losing attendance.
Attendance, I mean, every time
Well, that guy
I've
that's
ever
been
seen
doing Warped
anybody
Tour has been
going-
doing it since, 1994?
Kevin Lyman.
He's got to be pushing 60 by now, dude.
Probably
You know
is
what I
60.
mean? How much longer? I don't know if anybody out there has worked with a band before, but try working with 72 of them every fucking night.
Fuck,
Yeah.
dude. That's part of the reason, like, when we were in here, when me and Lane were in here with Ian, we talked about a 3-band bill, and I was in here with Colton talking about that, too, and I was like, man, that's where I'm at now. Like, fuck working with more than 3 bands, dude. 3 bands is like, each band plays for an hour, the show's over in 4. You know, like, show's over in 4 hours, everyone still gets to go home, every band gets to play for an hour, load in, load out is super easy.
Everyone gets
like,
their slot.
You can backline
everyone.
2 bands, you know, you can backline 2 bands, let the headline, or let the opener play, and then boom, boom, the next 2 bands are on. Like,
Well, speaking of that, at the Beacon, Alex and Todd have talked to me about having on like a Wednesday. They'll do a fucking local show that we could set up. A 3-band bill.
3-band bill.
We could fucking set that up.
do we have to use RPA for that, or could we use house?
I think we would use house,
Well,
but
I would want to use the
regardless,
house because
I mean, if it came to it, we could use RPA.
We
push
could.
come to shove, but,
But that house system.
the house system, yeah, their whole
stacked
shit.
ass JBLs, dude.
Yeah.
Yum. I would use those. That sounds fucking delicious.
Yeah, but we could set that shit up.
We should.
Anybody wants to set up a show like that? Let us know.
If you've made it this far into the podcast and you want to hook up with us for a show at the Beacon, sounds like that's going to be a thing. Maybe
Next couple months,
maybe like Valentine's Day, maybe
St. Patrick's Day.
maybe do a St. Patty's Day show out there.
Ooh, super drunk day.
That could be great.
Has to be on a Wednesday though, so
Well, that's
true.
okay. We can call into work the next day. Fuck it. We'll just call the boss. Like, hey, me and Brandon both aren't gonna make it.
why we both got the same flu.
Yeah,
Brown bottle
the old
flu.
BB flu. Yeah. That'd be sick, man. That would be really sick. Even if we did have to use my PA, I think it would work. I need to get a new power amp for that thing, dude. The one I have is starting to take a dump.
Yeah.
That's been starting to take a dump for months.
Like 2 years now, dude. Actually, ever
So
since
when you got it, it was just this is starting to take a dump.
we got it,
This is starting to take a dump stage.
we got it when me and Alex were playing acoustic
we
music.
got
man.
it 4, 5, 6 years ago.
Something like that when we very first started playing it. I
I
don't
was,
even
I
really.
was still living at Tyler's. Dude.
Yeah, you were still living down off of Cody, right?
Kaufman. Cody.
Cody,
Oh, yeah,
down
you're
by
right, yeah.
Galloway's.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even really remember how we came across that thing, dude. We just.
My neighbor at that time
Oh, that's right.
brought it over and never grabbed it
He asked
again.
if we needed to use it for anything, and we were like, nah. And he was like, all right, well, I'm going to leave it here. I'll come back and get it. And we were just like, all right.
Never did.
So it's some dudes.
yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Most things that I have are some dudes. At one point, everything I have is used.
Do
so
not
some,
leave your sunglasses here. They will be on his face for the next 3
I will
weeks.
take them and wear them. Yep. I'll take good care of them. I'm going to wear them until you ask for them back. They always come back. They
Until you
come
realize
I had a pair of sunglasses go missing here that never came back to me.
back. They might still be in the garage, man.
I've looked.
No? Oh, I don't know then.
This was last summer.
What flavor were they?
Sunglasses.
Cherry.
They were flavor sunglasses, huh?
I like cherry.
Cherry flavored sunglasses? That sounds like something Twizzlers would make.
Yum.
Sounds like the name of a Def Leppard album.
Twizzlers like companies with the same.
Cherry flavored sunglasses.
Holy shit, yeah, it does.
It's just some chick licking her sunglasses.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Or like a ZZ Top song.
Warrant has
Warrant,
a fucking
yeah.
Oh Jesus! All right, so one of those bands has to come back and make cherry flavored sunglasses. I'm just saying, like, that does sound like it's straight out of the fucking 70s.
Make a pretty good dessert too.
Oh man, it sounds like maybe something you'd find at like the backside of a Spencer's.
It's in the pizzazz. It's in pizzazz.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
The same place that makes the crotchless fucking
I was gonna say,
lollipop underwear.
the what is it, like the sweet tart underwear
Yeah.
with the candy on a rope?
It's
or
just
whatever?
it's those candy beads.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like 70s beads in a doorway, but just on your dong.
Oh man. Have you guys ever
Nope.
done the candy
Sure ain't.
No.
sex thing?
I watched the
Some
movie.
whipped cream down there before.
Okay.
Well, that's not.
I'm
candy,
talking about
that's
like the
different.
candy
Honey,
necklace,
candy
underwear
stuff.
and shit.
Oh
Like,
no, just foods.
It's like a fruit by the foot, but on her fucking taint.
see, I would rather
Yeah.
have that.
But like
Those
you gotta
candy things, I'm
you gotta get to that first. That's the first thing you do because
Oh yeah, because
nobody wants that.
That's gonna
Yeah.
go bad quick.
There was a girl I was seeing in high school. She had a gummy, like a fruit by the foot, like the G-string, and we were like, all stoked on, like, oh my god, we're gonna just, and then we ended up laying in bed watching Netflix and just chowed on the motherfucker. No fun, no sexy time, just like, that's candy. I want it.
America.
Let's just split this fucking edible
even-
thong. Here's your.
You're not even gonna put that on. Just fucking give me it. Fuck it. Let's skip a step. I don't care. I just want some fruit by the foot. Okay, it's a fruit roll up.
From the sound of it, odds are that thing was too small for her anyway.
No, it fitted.
She's just like, I'm hungry.
fitted.
Give me that fucking thong.
That's like wow. Fruit by the. I feel like a fruit by the foot thong.
There's a lot of acid down
Try-
there. I'm just saying.
That's kind of what I was trying to get at, but I couldn't really come about it in the right way.
Well, if your pH is balanced, there shouldn't be.
You should be okay.
It's gonna turn from a fruit by the foot to a fucking gusher
We're
real
not,
quick.
We're not, but we're not sleeping in a thing either, though. You know, like hopefully
That's why I said you get to it first. That's the first thing you do.
Lane's just like, fuck it, dude. I'm not even. Just buy the box and bring it home, and we're gonna eat popcorn and fucking thong candy. Like,
Yeah.
you're just not. But you're not gonna wear it. And that's the thing I was thinking about, like with the.
Sour punch straws. That's the appropriate movie candy. Not just give me those fucking undies.
Yeah,
They were there, man.
Happy Thanksgiving, right?
that's what
Yeah.
makes it. That's what we're talking about.
And now we've gone full circle.
pudding.
Pudding.
Custard.
Woo. Okay. Anyone know of any shows coming up? Anyone got anything? No.
I think we can do that one in Laramie on the 18th. My chef comes back into town the 18th.
Oh, I gotta get a hold of Lou for that one. That's
She's
right.
coming home and changing on straight to the restaurant. Latest I should be able to leave is like 3:30.
Okay.
January?
January 18th.
January
Yeah.
18th.
January 18th. You boys have a show in Laramie. It's not confirmed yet, but we had to wait for everyone to get confirmation on it. So
We're working.
I guess now it's confirmed. We just got to get a hold of Punk Rock Mama Lou down in Laramie. Shout outs, girl. Hope you're doing good down there. If you guys don't know who that is, look up PRMLL Booking down in Laramie. She sets up shows for basically any band coming through. She's done shows for Ford and Fossil. She's done shows for Wreckards. She's done shows for other bands that are not even in Wyoming. She'll bring in bands from Colorado, Utah, Montana.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I said
And
Colorado.
she'll let you stay at her house and feed you chili.
Dude, that
Chili,
was
bro.
so fucking awesome.
The
And
next
it was
morning
wonderful.
kind of
Rad.
sucked because
She- well,
chili poops.
It also kind of
And
sucked
one
that night
bathroom.
too, because we were like rolling into the house and we were like, fuck yeah, she said she's got a bunch of beer there for
Oh,
us. It was
dude.
hidden,
Dude.
dude.
She said it's in the master bedroom, and I was
It
like,
was
okay.
hidden.
And then doors were shut, and I didn't know where to go.
It was like 2 a.m, so we weren't about to start like.
What is it?
like,
Wasn't it the next morning? It was like, no, it was just in this door right here.
She came down and she was like, yeah, the beer was just right around the corner. We like looked around the corner. It was like there's like fucking cases of fucking Budweiser and Bud Light and shit. And,
And,
we're like,
and then we're like, it's like 7 a.m. We got to drive to Casper. Like,
yep, not drinking any. of that.
Honestly, even if we
Thanks.
found that beer, we probably would have just stayed up all fucking night
Oh,
drinking.
dude, we would have
Yeah, it
we would have
would've been
gotten
a good
so
idea.
shit
Yeah,
faced.
there would have been no sleeping, waking
It
up
would
the
have
next
been. It would have
morning.
been a whole
no.
night of us just slamming beers and just destroying that one toilet.
Driving
that was
home in 4 hours.
It would have been like every 10 minutes, one of us would have been
6 beers
shitting our
and
brains
4
out.
bowls of chili.
Dude,
later.
it would have been
Yep.
so disastrous, man.
just a constant flow.
Yeah, like
It's a constant.
I'm just going to sit on the toilet. You funnel it in, and I'll funnel it out.
That's how I feel. That's what I feel about anytime we stay in a hotel. I always feel like, God damn, dude, we are just working that toilet because it's like every 10 minutes, one of us is in there just shitting
Yeah.
our brains out. It's like,
Depends on the hotel. What about that fucking janky ass rape basement that we were going to fucking stay in that your brother hooked us up? I feel bad that I'm not coming to the show, so I'm going to get you raped and murdered.
No.
Here you go.
it wasn't a basement.
Okay,
it was
sorry.
It was a Motel 6.
Well,
I think.
technically, there were
Poolside.
floors above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Well, okay, but it wasn't underground. Our basement's technically
I
underground.
still could've got raped.
I still truly don't think that was his fault.
No, I don't think
he
I don't
knew.
think he knew.
Yeah.
I don't think he knew that place was like that.
But you know what? It's the thought that fucking counts.
Yeah, right. That's all that matters.
is.
And it's not like it didn't fucking work out. we walked into the room and we were like, ooh,
There's
that
blood on the wall.
Yeah, there was like downward stain trajectory. It was like the dude stood there and
someone got shanked and splattered.
something, and on the pillow. Turned the pillow over and it was sliced by a knife or something.
That's
shit.
right.
The
The pillow had a fucking. There was like a dirty sock under one of the beds and shit, and it was like.
And the plan was, okay, 2 of us will get the beds, 2 of us will stay on the floor, and the 2 that stay on the floor goes, nah.
No, I don't. There's some sort of sandy poison on the floor.
There's a boot print. And I don't know what color it is, but it's not any color I've seen.
It's not the same. It's not the same color as the floor.
It's
That's
not even the
all.
same
Don't do
size.
that.
Who wears 14s in this band?
Something. Yeah, I guess.
Oh,
Look,
okay.
yeah, he's
And he is the
They're
creeper
boats.
too. He is the creeper. He probably is there before.
Alex is
He knew.
like, let's not talk about my previous
That
experience.
one
on
time in
Oklahoma City.
OKC.
Fucking Oklahoma
And then
City
that was
massacre.
that was that same night that we came back to the other hotel that we got afterwards. That was the same night we came
Oh,
back.
and it was
my God,
raining
And it was,
dude.
it was
so
downpouring
hard.
in the rain.
Hot shit.
And we tried to break into those other people's hotel room for like
Well,
3
we
minutes.
didn't. He did.
No. We all did. It's on video.
We were all standing in the yeah, we had it
rattling
on
on
video.
the door. Why doesn't it work? Oh, that's the wrong number.
And we're all just like we're all just
Shit.
laughing like little girls in the fucking hallway, dude.
We
Just
have some
like,
footage of it somewhere.
we have footage of it.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
definitely
See
do.
me
It's
like
it's on the GoPro.
like planning something, and my drunken ass just walks down, looking at the camera like, as you're like, be quiet. Somebody says, "Hey, be quiet, be quiet."
That's me.
Hot shit! It's just as loud as I can fucking do.
We fucking all lost it at that point.
Dude, it was
at
I
that
was-
point, it was like, fuck it,
Mad
don't matter.
I was trying so hard to be mad, but I couldn't. I
No,
couldn't.
you couldn't.
It was too perfect, man. It was just like Brandon was just like, I'm going for it. I'm gonna say it, dude. Ah, shit! It was like, oh my god, we were
we're
all
done.
shit faced.
We're done.
That was after we played at the Blue Note.
Yep.
Shout outs to the Blue
right.
Note in OKC.
No
That place was
shit.
fucking.
That was fun.
sick.
Place is way
And they
fun.
gave us they fed us fucking 16er PBRs all
All night,
goddamn
dude.
night,
That
dude.
All
night
night.
specifically, was
Yep.
free PBR.
Free 16er PBRs, man. If you guys are traveling through that way, hit them up because they are some seriously cool fucking
Is that
people.
OKC or is
That
that
was
Texas?
OKC.
OKC.
That was
OKC,
OKC.
okay,
Yeah, the Blue
okay.
Note. Yep. And it's a really cool fucking venue. They got that big blue liner that goes all the way around the stage.
That was
dude.
really neat.
That was cool. And then
And
we,
coincidentally, that was where we got the intro for show shits too.
Yeah.
that's where that came from. Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
hear it. You'll hear
yeah.
it. I'll probably use the same. I think I'm going to use the same song for the first few that I'm doing the editing on. So you'll hear it at the beginning of this. The song you hear at the beginning of this podcast is Brandon's hot shit that we got from Oklahoma City.
Shout out to Nelly because that's originally from a Nelly
That's right.
song that we heard.
That's right. That's right. That's
Going down, down, baby. Low street in a Range Rover. Street sweeper, baby. Cock
ready to let it go. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, on that note,
now that we're gonna get kicked off of YouTube.
yeah,
for
no
stealing
shit. We
music.
get demonetized because of that. I don't think I get
When
enough.
were we monetized?
I was gonna say I don't think I get enough views to even be.
No, you gotta have
considered.
like 2,000.
I think it's 10,000.
10,000?
I think you have to have 10,000 views to start getting even close to monetization,
That
and
makes
that's
sense.
like your royalties at that point are. It's like royalties on Spotify. It's
Yeah.
cents on the dollar,
Yeah.
like shittiest.
But when you
payouts
get
ever.
18 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million views
we talked about
per
it.
video,
We
like-
talked about it with Lars Ulrich and those guys for fucking. Their
When did we
Napster.
talk to Lars Ulrich?
I said
fucking
we talked.
Metallica.
We talked about.
You said we talked about it with Lars
Oh,
Ulrich.
sorry,
I'm like,
sorry. I meant on the with Ian on the Presley Avenue podcast. Fuck, I kind of wish I could talk to Lars.
You had
Ulrich.
him on and you didn't invite me over?
Shit, that would be it.
would you really sit and have a civil conversation with
I
Lars
would
Ulrich?
make fun of him so
He
much.
would not have a civil
Yeah,
conversation.
you wouldn't be able to, dude. That'd be you the whole time in the room. You just sit there like,
You sit there
so
like, hey,
Lars.
did you bring that barrel you played on Saint Anger in? I want to see it. I want to see that fucking drum.
Why do you have a 20-piece drum set? Why?
You play three.
You play 3 of them. Kick,
play 3
hat,
of 'em.
Snare. Oh,
And-
crash cymbal.
and 2
My
cymbals.
bad.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Just saying, Lars. I think there's probably at least 2 or 3 of us in this room that could show you what's up.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me drummers I admire.
Oh!
Wow.
It's damn.
All right.
All right, dude. Now we're definitely getting fucking pulled.
There it is.
Absolutely getting pulled off for that. Cool, dudes. It's been over an hour, man, and I know you still got some obligations going on, right? You
Sure
still got
do.
some things to get done. I'm sure Brandon's got to get going
Well, it
too.
depends on the time.
It's about 9 o'clock. About 9
5 to
o'clock.
9.
So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna get this one. We just wanted to. We're gonna do this every holiday ish. We're gonna try and do a recurring Wreckards like reunion kind of thing in the room for the holidays. We're doing this one for Thanksgiving. I want to do another one for Christmas in a different location, in an undisclosed location. I can't tell you yet, but I've got an idea in mind. I think it's gonna be real classy, like real like festive.
Ties, bow ties.
Ballroom?
Oh yeah,
Balls
we need to get
and
ribbon
ribbons.
chops in here apparently. get our fancy ribbons.
That's right, ribbons.
We got to hit those guys up. Have them make us some ribbons for sure.
Oh,
Just
my
a
God.
steak tie? Wear the fuck out of that, bro.
We can eat it later.
Yeah, or at the same time, I just nibble on it. On the podcast.
There's a holiday toy drive / fundraiser kind of show thing going on December 18th up at Gruner Brothers. It's with our boys in Poetry No Pros. They're going to do a holiday music thing.
Mashup thing.
Yeah, if you need more info on it, I don't have all the details as I normally don't when I'm doing this
variety
thing.
show.
Yeah,
There'll be jokes, there'll be skits. There's music.
Get a hold of Jacob Riss or anyone, Josh Wingrove, Ryan Garrett in the band Poetry No Pros, and they can give you some more info on that one. That's really the only one that I know of that I can actually come up with off the top of my head. I think there's
Bourgeois Pig.
Bourgeois
There's
Pig,
Advise
December
Against
11th. It's Advise Against and shit. I can't remember.
Were we on that one or not?
No. It's Advise Against. There's only 2 bands,
Yeah.
I think, on the flyer, right?
Oh yeah, it's
We're obviously terrible people.
We're really good at this.
Yeah.
And again, I always write these down and I have them on a list. I come very well prepared to these things, especially considering I'm here to promote local shows. But yeah, get a hold of Brandon Schulte for that one or Blake Kite. They'll give you all the info for that one, but I'm pretty sure it's December 11th at the Bourgeois Pig.
Yep.
I think it's a free show.
And we're
Advise
not on
Against
it.
is playing there. I know.
Yeah,
that
Advise
much.
Against is definitely playing December 11th at the Bourgeois Pig.
And we're not on it.
No, it's a 2-band bill
Okay.
for that one. Yeah,
wasn't there
probably
a
check it out.
Bourgeois Pig one that we were supposed to be on? Came through the message.
We were supposed to be with the Shivers, but did
yeah.
they have some sort of recording
yeah,
Travis
studio?
Oliver got a hold of me and said, "Do you want to set up a show in December?" I said yes, and then he said, "Cool, I'll get back to you with a date." And then he got back to me a little while later and said that they were supposed to do some recording that day that he was talking to me, and it actually ended up getting pushed back. So they were trying to figure that out. So I think they're still in the middle of that because I haven't heard from him yet.
All right.
So, and at this point, it's probably getting a little too late to book a show in December just for promotional reasons. So I'm not sure if that one's going to happen, but
It'll have to be like a New Year's show. We could still do.
we could probably do it.
We could pull another fucking New Year's show.
Dude, maybe we should talk to
We've done
Frosties
that before.
Maybe we could have Frosties open it up for us for New
Hey,
Year's.
that's an idea.
Yeah.
There's an idea.
So upcoming podcasts this Sunday I have and I'm gonna get it right this time. Fuck yeah! I have Blake Kite and Jeff Anderson coming in. Jeff Anderson, I forgot your name on the last one, but I put a little pop up thing because I'm getting pretty good at some video editing skills. If you guys haven't noticed.
Getting some Beastwood coming in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna talk to those
Beastie
guys.
Wood.
Talk to Jeff about his camera skills, and then at a certain point I would like to get the band. From Ash to Stone, I would like to have them come in. I would like to have the Shivers come in. I do have a date set up potentially for January 5th for Triangulum Peace. They're coming in, so I've talked to
Didn't
them.
they rename their band?
That's what it is right now. That's what it is on Facebook.
I want
It's
to say
Triangulum Peace.
they
They were looking for a place to record. I don't know if they said anything about renaming their band. And I've also talked to. Oh, I want to do a podcast with. Actually, we were bringing it up the other day on the old Facebooks. It just kind of got brought up. I want to do a podcast with Brandy, Joe, and Chanel from the BDO.
Ooh.
That's a good idea.
They want to do like a bartender podcast, and I think that would be really fucking cool. And just so it turns out, they all have Sundays off, and I'm like,
perfect.
well, that works out fucking great. So I think that'd be a really fun one too.
Can they serve me alcohol while they?
We can serve
do the
them
thing?
alcohol for once.
Dude, I'll be the bartender. I won't.
See?
You'll just get a beer the whole time.
That's
make me a
have
mimosa,
selection.
please.
I'm gonna be in a shiny pink man thong like Chris Pontius.
Oh, bro, and
And
I
a
will
bow
dance
tie.
the night away.
Oh yeah,
All right,
The
see,
bow
so-
tie will be made out of meat,
party
ribbon
boy,
chop.
party boy all night.
Comes back full circle
He's gonna
again.
bow tie his meat.
I could probably.
It's cool.
That would hurt.
So yeah, so we've got some things in the works, and if you are in a band or if you have interest in local shit, whatever it is that you're doing, if you want to promote, if you run a business, if you are involved in the community in any way, you've got something coming up you want to talk about, get a hold of us. This is not just a band show. This is kind of a community show, but I try and focus it around music and local band shit. But I'm really open to talk about anything. I love to meet people in here and just kind of let people know that Casper's got a little hustle and bustle going on. It's kind of nice, man.
Finally,
Community's finally starting to come up, and everyone's kind of starting to come together and push things forward.
It's like a 7-year cycle.
Yeah.
Like 3 years, it's dormant, nothing happens, and then 7 years, it's like okay, stuff kind of happens, and then goes dormant again. Happened
Yeah.
with punk in the fucking '90s, and then metal in the early 2000s.
Happened metal twice.
Yeah,
metal twice.
It really
and
did.
like 2010s.
Uh-huh.
Metal did come back again.
Yep.
And then it died again, and then
Yep.
and then some like reggae rock kind of stuff started getting real popular, and now we're kind of cycling back over to like alternative punk kind of
yeah.
stuff. There's been a lot of that coming up, so yeah, so a lot of stuff in the works. Again, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving, and we'll be back in the room probably right around Christmas for another episode. So keep an eye out this Sunday for me and Blake and Jeff, and that's it, man.
Cheers.
See you guys.
Thank you.